Black amulet, never mind. I still want to get actually some white ones back. Because, yeah, when another village comes under attack, ideally, I'd love to always have the option to teleport to it. I mean, eventually, better yet, just go and do all the castles, and then we don't gotta worry about these invasions anymore. Oh, speaking of which... I'm not gonna make it to Unicorn's Haven. That was the Red Wizard that sent something here? Anyways, I'm not gonna make it. If that was a white amulet, on the other hand, though... Wow, they're just selling Tarmogoyf here for 105 gold. That's a steal. Unless I could just somehow find one. Probably not gonna happen, though, most likely. I'm probably not just gonna randomly find one just out in the middle of nowhere. You failed to... Okay, this is a village where I failed to complete the quest, so... I would indeed never get quests from this village ever again. Looking at the White Castle, it's right here. Oh, I can actually... I'm just gonna pay the gold. I didn't really come in with much of a game plan, but I could always just get really, really lucky in here. Bunch of extra starting life it looks like I'm going to be gaining. Plus a creature to start with on the board. I see. If all else fails, I can always just put another fetch land in, I believe, to make up for the missing Windswept Teeth. Again, I think I'll just pass for now. If I need to counter something, I can always do that. I guess if he only gains 4 life, it's fine. Okay. So yeah, he's already at 41 life, by the way. We'll just go swinging. I'm gonna Helix this landworm. And then we should just pass, I guess. He's at 52. 3 copies of life burst. So the first one gains you 4 life, the second one gains you 8, so on and so forth. You get 4 life and then an additional 4 life for each life burst in each graveyard. So all this extra life is starting to really accumulate here. I'm just gonna pass again. Wrath of God. I'll counter it. I need to have a board presence for a duel like this. I definitely need to have a board presence. Okay, I forgot about that. Moat. Creatures off flying can't attack anymore. Oh, when did he play this? Tabernacle at Pendra Vale. When did he play that? These are just 1/1s. Anyways. Okay, this can at least still attack. I'll have to wait till next turn, though. So now I'm stuck under Moat. Plus Tabernacle, also. Well, at least this can still attack. 43. The one creature that I had that could have actually attacked, by the way. Let's see if I can find an answer to any of this on the board here. Well, I guess I could start looking for them. I could start looking for answers now. In like 2 turns. Strip Mine. That's not gonna get me out of being stuck under Moat, but that gets rid of one of the stacks pieces. Still can't currently attack, though. Unless I were to go attack with this. So let's do that. That can swing. Non-white creatures with power 3 or greater don't untap. Rock's Faith Mender. If he would gain life, he gained twice that much life instead. Oh boy. Pass. Armageddon, destroy all lands. And I have nothing to stop that, I believe. There's still Moat, right? Yeah, we're still under Moat. Again, just pass. Before I have to discard, I might as well just bolt something. I see we're back to square one. Starting to think, like, building the deck the way I did for the High Priest was a big mistake. Because now I literally just apparently can't even apparently I can't even play the game right now. I actually can't play the game. If I actually had land, then I'd just put the Mantis Rider on the field. How many cards are even left in here? And how many lands are left on the deck? These are all, like, really good cards. I just can't play any. Neither can he. Again, I have to discard something. Maybe give me a land? Nope. A land? Okay, even. Anyway, he's just gonna gain some life. I have something that can attack. Oh, it doesn't even untap. It actually won't even untap anyways. 2 cards left in here. 2. Let's just say if my lands weren't destroyed by Armageddon. If I didn't have my lands destroyed, I'd actually be able to play. If Moat wasn't on the field, I'd be able to attack. I'd actually have, like, plenty of options still if it wasn't for both Moat and having no land. There's no way I'm gonna find anything in a 1-card library now. I didn't think so. Do I have any other counter spells aside from the Mana Leak? Okay, I got Spell Pierce. If I need to just make sure, like, something, like, does not resolve at all, that would be Armageddon especially. I can't let that ever resolve. I really do want to seriously try this again. Oh, okay, I literally had 2 other Windswept Heaths on standby. I'll have to duel this guy on the way to the White Castle just to try it again. We're gonna try this. I see. Let's lose a land then. We'll see if maybe I need to blow up one of his lands. I'll just pass. Huh, the game just crashed again. I mean, it's not like I actually lost anything, like, any, like, actual, like, serious progress. Attempts at each castle. Okay, so we lost the failed attempt at the White Castle. Nevermore Hall. Oh, never mind, we're back to... Okay, so instead of this getting attacked, now it's this town. This one I can actually apparently walk to. This one I think I can maybe make it to if I'm fast enough. So let's do that instead. It's right down here. Let me just do this one then. That does sound nice, get any sorcery of my choosing. Let's try and beat the shapeshifter first, though. Just get that out of the way. Let's go. I guess my game is gonna crash and we're just gonna roll back some of that Just gonna roll back some of the gameplay. I guess, yeah, end up with a more favorable outcome for which village is attacked. Something I can actually walk to in time. Yeah, let's get somewhere I can actually walk to. Hopefully playing that early wasn't a mistake. Okay, so far nothing I have to just make sure, like, does not resolve. Alright, let's start. Actually, I'm just gonna draw 3. I better find a land in these 3 cards. Mana leak. I should have countered that mana leak myself. There we go. Counterspell. Pass. Okay, so yeah, Clever Impersonator can copy any non-land permanent. Another piece of equipment. That is assuming either of us actually gets to a creature. Speaking of which, let's counter that. That'll just stop her from getting, like, a copy of Delver of Secrets every turn. Phantasmal Image. We still have Maze of Ith here, by the way. So we have to just... Still have to sit through Maze of Ith. We can now make artifacts and enchantments more expensive to cast, sure. Okay. Double strike. I'm gonna bolt this thing. I just forgot it can give itself protection from red, so that's exactly what it's gonna do. I mean, I can't really attack through a Maze of Ith. This will just untap this and stop it from attacking. Well, shit. Oh, still not attacking, though. Another counterspell. So I don't think I'm getting through this. Another... Pass. Unless this gets countered too. Okay, good. Worm Coil Engine. Now I gotta figure out how to deal with that. All while I still can't seem to find my strip mine. Pass. Pass. This came really late, again. Pass. I'm just looking for anything to get rid of this Maze of Ith. Morphling. Gains Shroud. Still not Strip Mine, by the way. How many cards are left in here? 10. Do I even want to look for Strip Mine? What if I never find it before it's too late? It has Shroud, right? Even then, it can always give itself Shroud, I believe. Sure. I think we have to just go for it. Pick something to keep. Something for the opponent to keep. Select an artifact for them to keep. Basilisk Collar. A creature that player controls for them to keep. Can't they just target this with something and then it just dies because it's been copied with Phantasmal Image? I don't know. I have to go for something. Another counterspell. We got another one. Pass. Sol Ring. Let's find. Let's just, I guess, at least attack. I'm gonna do to destroy this token. Oh, I actually got some damage in. That is fine. Another Morphling. Maze of Ith, of course. So literally nothing gets accomplished. Does this have Shroud? How many counters are on this thing? I think there's 4 total. Hello? Apparently there were only 2. I thought wrong. Anyways. I probably should have just definitely blocked here. Anyways. I mean, if I literally can't get on the board and attack, then, like, what's the point of any of this? 5. I'm still waiting. Still desperately waiting to see that Strip Mine. And it's just not coming. And of course, Maze of Ith. Again, we literally accomplished, like, absolutely nothing. Imagine if Strip Mine is literally the last card in my deck. Was that a mistake? Apparently it wasn't. course, Maze of Ith. Obviously. Mantis Rider. Counterspell. Obviously. It would have to be. It would simply have to be. 3 cards left in my deck, by the way. Two Maze of Ith. 2 of them. Now there is literally 2 of them. 2 Maze of Ith now. Literally 2. Now I'm stuck under 2. Another creature. Again, that really took a sweet little time to come along. Pass. That was actually the last card in my deck, by the way. I'm not even kidding. If that would have come like just several turns earlier, I could have maybe won the duel. I couldn't find anything to deal with Maze of Ith. The one card that was, yeah, the one strip mine that's in there to deal with it. It was the last card in my deck. I'm actually not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. That was, in fact, the last card in my deck. Don't even know how that happened. I actually don't even know how. I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't tell you. Oh, I just got I just got insanely unlucky. I got just spectacularly bad luck there. Okay, I lost a creature from my hand, apparently. I mean, this is gonna do absolutely nothing if I can't actually attack. If I can't get a creature in play to attack with, this'll do nothing. Of course. No, not drawing land. There we go. Never mind. Okay, now I'm gonna draw 3 lands in a row. Phantasmal Image with nothing to copy. Another counterspell. I can't even get on the board right now. I actually can't even get on the board now. How many cards is this gonna make me mill? I reveal those 12 cards. Uh-oh. Probably gonna lose this one too, just by virtue of not getting a single card on the board. And then getting milled to death while I can't actually have a board presence. He's at 8. This Celestial Colonnade is just gonna win me the game, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it's looking like. 4. Okay, there's Strip Mine, but I don't need it now. Definitely don't need it now. Wow. duplicate card of my choice, right? I'm just... Because, let's just say if I lose Ancestral Recall, then it's gone for good. That is rough. Apparently I'm gonna go for it. I don't know, just actually get a good hand. Alright, now I'm already starting at a clear disadvantage. Pass. Oh, now it's a 4-5. Apparently. I didn't think I was gonna get this unlucky. Reveal. I didn't think I was gonna be, like, this unlucky starting the game off. I never thought it would be this, like, literally, like, this bad. Another favorable, another one! Yeah, sure, let's just literally start the duel with a 5-6 creature. That's fair. Literally start the duel with a 5-6. And to make matters worse, I literally don't even find my third color. Because, well, of course I won't. Only having, like, 4 turns maximum to find something, it's like, obviously, like, what do you expect? And now I'm down just, like, a bunch of lands, apparently. And I lost, well, I had another copy of Phantasmal Image, thankfully, on standby. But still. No longer have a Sacred Foundry after that. Maybe I'll get luckier this time? Maybe I'll start with something that's not just gonna kill me in a few turns. Okay, that is less scary than the Ifrit. I might not find any land, though, that I need. Squadron Hawk. If I don't find land, then it still doesn't matter. I'm not finding land. Okay, just because I gotta do something. Dead. Again. I couldn't find land. I actually couldn't draw until enough land. I literally couldn't draw land. I actually couldn't draw land. Like, what the fuck? I couldn't draw land. Actually could not find land. Like, that was horrible. Literally, like, I got 2 land and that was it. That was, like, all I got the entire game. Like, I'm not even kidding. That was horrible. Like, how am I getting, like, so ridiculously unlucky right now? Like, how is my luck, like, actually being, like, this bad right now? Like, what is this? Like, I don't believe I won, like, a single, like, duel, like... I haven't won a single game all stream, I believe. And with luck like this, it's not gonna happen. Not with RNG like this, it's not gonna happen. There's no way this can continue. Four lands in this hand. Mulligan's the 1 card. And of, like, the 3 creatures that, like, yeah, anyone who's, like, playing blue and has, like, an extra creature they start with, this is, like, easy. This is the worst one. And that's the weakest creature they can start with. So I should be essentially guaranteed to win this one. Should. I'll try and just play this. Okay, 3 Squadron Hawks. So this will attack. Let me just copy this thing. Okay. 4-4. I'm just gonna bolt one of the other flying creatures. Okay, can I? Yeah, I'm gonna win this one at least. Yeah, sure, that's fine. At least I'm not gonna lose 3 more cards now. That didn't last long. Shapeshifter already attacked? I literally just freed this village and it's already under attack again. I'm not even kidding. How is it again already under attack? We literally just freed it. Do I have anything else that can destroy lands? I don't think so. I'm just gonna quickly look around and see. Probably not. Unfortunately, I probably don't. It does not appear that I do. Just destroy target land? No. Looks like I'm out of luck. If I just get, like, stun locked by 1 or 2 copies of Maze of Ith, again, it looks like I'm out of luck. Surely that can't happen again, right? I even opened a copy of Strip Mine in my hand, so I can get rid of one of them. Let's just make artifacts and enchantments cost more to cast, since I barely play any. Counterspell? Anyways. Pass. I can just bolt this thing while she has no mana up to give it Shroud. Or do anything else to change its stats. Can this resolve? And then can I go flip it? Another one! Interesting. Not a land. Well, no, not an instant or sorcery. I meant to say. Pass. I see. Reveal. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. It's, again, not gonna flip this thing. Let's just see who finds their instant or sorcery first. Well, it doesn't look like it's gonna be me. At this rate, that's for sure. It won't be me, it looks like. There we go. Now that's what I was looking for. Oh, now I'm up to 7 cards, so I get to draw off the library turn after turn. Even better. So yeah, there's still, like, the looming threat of these all transforming into insectile aberrations just hanging over my head. Unless I just wipe the board now, there's still the looming threat of that just blowing me out. I could get blown out so hard here. Okay, Counterspell, Tragic Arrogance. And I'm all tapped out. Okay. Thankfully I'm only going to take 4 damage here. Play a creature. Never mind, I'm gonna get countered again. Get another counterspell. Again. Batter Skull. I have to let it, and I have to let it resolve. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I actually couldn't even tell you. This is just such, like, going so weird. This is like such a weird duel. Like 3-4 Delver Secrets is like what I'm staring down, and then suddenly a Batter Skull. Right when I actually have, like, no answer to it. By the way. Pass. Force Field. There comes the Force Field. Oh, what? I think I just did I just tap 2 lands that did damage to me? I paid 2 life. I think I did. I believe I did do that. I believe I did do that. Yeah, I think that's what I did. I paid too much life. Apparently. Yeah, so far I've won, like, literally 1 duel this entire stream. I've won 1. I've won a single game. I think I'm just gonna have to let this town go at this point. I think we have to just literally, like, admit defeat. Let this go. Admit defeat. Or since we're so close to the blue castle, maybe try my luck with that. And if I can do the blue castle, that just automatically frees, like, of course, everything the blue wizard has under control. Yeah, that's assuming, like, I actually start getting lucky again. My luck's been so far absolutely terrible this stream. Except for, like, literally 1 duel. It's been just terrible luck all stream. Okay, maybe you can... Never mind. Another counterspell. Now I can start drawing off this. That still doesn't guarantee anything, though. Red Elemental Blast, counter the counterspell. Consecrated Sphinx. I should have saved it for... I should have definitely saved it for that. Why didn't I just save it for this? Because, yeah, look, I really don't want that to actually stay on the board. Every time I draw a card, he draws 2 cards. I definitely can't afford to have that stick around on the board. And now I got something that might even be worse, potentially. That might be even worse. That's even harder to get rid of course. Okay, at least I can't give it some flying. Mind Spring X is 4. Let's try again. Try that again. Scourge of Fleets. Everything's back in my hand. Literally everything. Draw. Oh, okay. What should I get rid of, though, is the thing. Okay, can I go fetch? Mountain or forest card. Anyways, pass. Okay. Now I got that in the way. Can I play this? Mana drain. Mana leak. Okay, good. 18 cards in my deck. I figured I should know. Starting to run out of lands to actually, like, just fetch into at this point. Oh! Oh! I thought I had more than 6 life. Oh, I thought I had more. I did not have more. Turns out I did not have more than 6 life. I forgot I paid 1. I had 7. I paid 1 to activate the fetch land. I had to pay 1 for the fetch land activation, so I didn't even see it was at 6. Entirely my fault, by the way. I didn't see that. I wasn't paying attention. That was entirely on me. Pass. That is fine. I mean, especially since I can just lightning bolt this. Okay, now we're talking. I'm just gonna pass again. Let's see if this can stick around. Nope, it won't. I'm gonna actually make a copy. I'm gonna copy it first. Hello? At least I get to draw some cards. I just let him draw even more. I should have killed the original. Okay, I should have killed the original. Because that's just gonna make that if I take more cards, then he's just gonna be able to draw more cards himself. I think this is a really bad idea. Can I just decline? I gotta get rid of the original, like, Sphinx first. And now I'm gonna have to maybe play through several layers of counter magic because of all the cards he drew. I am gonna, in fact, have to play through several layers of counter magic. Is this thing still resolved? What's going on? Is this thing still resolving? Anyways, pass. That was confusing. That was very, very confusing, in fact. I don't know why this is still on my table here. That was done resolving a long time ago. I have no idea why that's still there. Not gonna block with the fog bank? Might as well block if it can't take damage. Okay, how many different cards are we casting here? I mean, I guess if I want to draw some cards, but if I draw too many, then I'll deck myself out, so I don't know about this. At least I can just choose not to draw the cards, because what if I deck out? Surely I have a counterspell in here somewhere. I have 13 cards in my hand. It's not like I won't be able to counter this. Apparently you just paid the 3. I'll just use a second mana leak to get the job done. Do I have another land in here? Okay, so I do have no more mana left. He's at 10. Let's see what I discard. I don't think he'll be attacking anymore. Decline. Like, I have enough cards in my hand already. Helix. Oh, there we go. I got my Sacred Foundry back. Let's go. I just got it back. And some extra food. Into the castle we go. I have like 2 copies of Red Elemental Blast and a Pyroblast. I really hope that helps. That should help. Plus a Mantis Rider in the next duel, because why not? Which of these spells has banding? Sig River Guide, that sounds like it came out. Sig, that's like some character on Lorwyn. They stopped printing cards with banding, like, I think back in like 1995 or 96, I don't even know. But yeah, by that point, by the point like original Lorwyn came out, like they were long done with banding, so it's not that. I think it might be the Knights of Thorn. Yeah, surely it can't be something from Lorwyn. They just gave up on banding like years ago. I really think they might have given up with it in 1996, but I could be wrong. Yeah, this needs... You need to sacrifice 2 islands to untap a Leviathan, and then sacrifice another 2 islands to attack with it. And even then, like, if I have creatures that just fly over the Leviathan, it's not going to be, like, blocking them anyways. I see. So that's how it is. Pass. Brainstorm. I think this goes without saying, I probably should have put my Sacred Foundry back into my deck. I think that would have been wise to actually put that back in there. Okay, he just sacrificed 2 islands to untap the Leviathan. Now, if he does that again to attack with it, and then I just do Entrapment Maneuver, that is going to be such a blowout. I don't think I should be, like, relying on that, though. I probably shouldn't rely on that. What if he just counters me? Okay, then again, if he sacrifices all his... Why are we casting this for 0? Why are we casting that for 0? I don't think I need to copy Leviathan or anything. Okay, never mind. I forgot he can just attack with this. No, we can just sacrifice the Zephyr Falcon. I forgot about that. I'm at 1. This is probably gonna fuck me over, but I hope it doesn't. I mean, on the bright side, he literally has, like, no lands, unless he just draws one and plays one. He's got, like, no mana, so he can basically do next to nothing on the bright side. Apparently I can't either, because I can't find my 3rd color. Okay, I can't even go use a fetch land anymore. Okay, I can gain some life. Phantasmal Image. Copying that. That doesn't just, like, require 2 islands to, like, untap and attack. Okay, just, yeah, give me a mountain. Discard a card, of course. Yeah, just sacrificing all your lands? Not a good idea. Not a really good play. "19 life in the next duel. Mantis Rider in the next duel. I'm gonna have to touch another dice and then just looks like I'll change that to something else. Archangel of Thune. So I should, in theory, be able to easily defeat this Winged Stallion. Should. 2 lands. But I do have this on the board to start with, which is huge. Hopefully I didn't just... Okay, so I still... Yeah. Skull Clamp. Okay. Soul Ring. Now just as soon as I find, like, my white mana, I should be fine. Of course I won't. I didn't need to. I didn't even need to. So, all along up there, it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing... Okay, maybe the Blue Wizardess could be down this path. I don't even know. I'm gonna try going this way. Keep hand. Well, let's just draw off the library. I'm gonna do... Hopefully bolting this is gonna be the right call. Because we just committed to it. Sacrifice 2 islands to untap the Leviathan, so... Now he doesn't have those islands anymore. Sure. I have plenty of extra lands, I can just discard one. He's gonna attack with this. I think just to be on the safe side, I'm going to... I would rather I would rather do this and make him sacrifice it and get 10 soldiers. But 1 mana, just kill it with red elemental blast. That's also good enough. He just sacrificed 4 lands to attack with that Leviathan. Or, should I say, attempt to attack with it. I was like so far behind on mana, it's not even funny. Okay, Maze of Ith. That's definitely gonna buy him some time, untapping my strongest creature every single combat and forcing it out of that's gonna for sure buy him time. He has to discard. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, he is so cooked. Yeah, that everybody starts with Leviathan in the blue castle on wizard difficulty, that's a holdover from the original game. Should I maybe change that? I believe there's a way to change that, and so perhaps should I? There's like another like text file you can go into to just change like what card like everyone starts with in each castle on each of the 4 respective difficulties. Because Leviathan's basically just more or less screwing some of these opponents over more so than actually helping them. I can just fetch into a steam vent. In case I need to just throw a lightning bolt at something. So far, I don't really need to, but I still want to have the mana up, regardless. Don't know why we're not attacking with this. We totally can. Actually, no, he's spending the 1 mana. He's paying for it with the Inkmoth next. He's tapping this land down itself to pay for the 1 mana. Do I even have, like, a land I can fetch at this point? Tundra. I think I'm finally just gonna kill that. Okay, I found a creature. Really have no idea how this guy can't draw a single land card. Pass. Yeah, he's literally not casting anything. Yeah, I guess I'll get another free win. Phantasmal image that will just immediately die in the next duel. So I believe we've actually revealed a majority of the castle at this point. Oh boy. Unless... Okay, so she starts with a creature. So she will start with a creature, so I guess Phantasmal will have something to copy here. We will have something we can copy. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be losing 1 life every turn also. Lightning Greaves. I'm not trying to target this with anything anyways, to be honest. I'm gonna get rid of the original Ifrit. Phantasmal Image, copy Leviathan. That's not the play I would be making. That's not the play I'd be making, honestly. Attack for 3. Pass. Sacrifice 2 islands to untap a Leviathan. Force Field. No, I'm gonna counter it. Yeah, both my creatures fly. The Leviathans do not, so... Okay, I have one of these now attacking me. Even if I block, I still would take some... I'd still take a bunch of damage, even if I block here. I was thinking about it. Six life. I'll just draw some cards. I can definitely keep my options open here, it looks like. Perfect. And then just go with the classic lightning bolt to the face. I think the Astral Visionary can be in one of 2 places at this point. I think at this rate she's gonna be in like 1 of 2 places. Either the bottom right or the top left corner. So if I can... Do we really want to deal with the Winged Stallion? I'm leaning towards the... I think I'm gonna see... my gut's telling me go for the top left corner. She's gonna be waiting there. No turning back now. But I still have to deal with that right there. Still gotta find something to deal with that. I don't think I have 5 turns. I don't even believe I have 5 turns. Bolt. This thing is just out of lightning bolt range. Unless I throw 2 at it. I'm thinking about it. If he has a counterspell, he has a counterspell. Sacrifice 2 islands to untap Leviathan and then do, therefore, nothing else. Alright, so now, just like that, I'm in a really good position. Just gonna fly over that Leviathan. And keep on flying over that thing. I'm gonna mana leak that, source the plowshares. Got him. Shapeshifter. And then behind that, another fork in the road. Okay then, interesting. A 1-land hand. Plus a Soul Ring. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I have Soul Ring at least. I'm just thinking if I put it back, it's gonna get even worse. Like, if I mulligan, it could actually get worse. Red Elemental Blast. I hope I have plenty of time to find... Okay, a land. Whereas she doesn't seem to have any, so that's really good. I can't really attack through this thing, though. Okay, now I technically could. And I'll keep the Source of Plowshares handy, if I need it. All I gotta do is just play like a simple 1-mana removal spell to undo like all this work of just sacrificing 4 islands. Yeah, that alone should just be winning me the game, basically. Yeah, safe to say, like, I think we'd actually have a harder time if she just wasn't, like, trying to attack with the Leviathan. Especially when there are, like, so many, like, cheap, like, counter magic options to go around. Whether it be like counter spells or just like really cheap removals just to get rid of creatures. I think that's her right there. Herald of the Fair. I think that might be 2. Okay, good. Delver of Secrets on the next duel. Free red and white amulet and a bit of pocket change. Apothecary Geist. What is its power? Google. I just want to be 100% sure I'm not going to. Okay, I thought it was 2 power. I just wanted to make sure I didn't mix it up with another card. I'm thinking just take Delver of Secrets into this duel against the Visionary. Not sure, like, what else, like, not sure if I can really get much better than that. Yep, that's the boss of the Blue Castle, alright. 35 life, she'll start with. After a Visionary will mulligan. We'll try this hand. Land card. Go. Strip mine. Not what I needed. Anyways. Still gotta get through 30 life. Because I had like 2 more turns. Like, maximum, if I did just do that. Just gonna keep a counter spell up. And mana screwed? Mana screwed, I see. Okay, yeah, suddenly I'm getting really lucky again. Ancient Tomb, so she does have a land. She did find her second land. Attack for 1. Pass. Tolarian Academy with no artifacts on the field, so it's not actually able to make mana. That is just wild. Looks like I'm gonna have several turns to just do whatever I want. I'm getting really lucky here, in fact. That is fine. Precinct Captain. Force of Will. I'm just gonna keep the Mana Leak for something scarier. I already have, like, a really nice board established. Really nice board. It's just a 3-2. Just the 3-2 flyer. Ancestral Recall to draw 3 cards. Okay. And still do nothing. Apparently. Pass. Frantic Search. Okay. 2 Consecrated Sphinx she got stuck with in hand. Time Walk. Tangle Wire. This is just gonna make us tap, like, this will make me tap 4 cards at the start of my next turn. Unless I just counter it here. I got plenty of land. I could just keep tapping down, like, I could just tap down 4 lands and still attack. So all that I can't use, basically. Then you could just, like, remove a fade counter on your upkeep and then tap down Tangle Wire itself and only 2 of your other permanents. Yeah, basically something like that. Tap down 3 of my cards. Okay, it's not like it even matters. It doesn't even matter. She got, like, such a bad hand that it didn't really matter, like, what I did. You may take any 3 different blue cards. I guess I should maybe take my Hallowed Fountain back as one of them. Either that or maybe take a Mantis Rider back. I mean, I definitely need creatures to try and win the game with, so you know what? I'm gonna go into the creatures. I remember there was also, like, a really good one that came out, like, Lorwyn block. Like, we're talking about, like, yeah, the first Lorwyn block. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, like, Morningtide, specifically. We're talking about, like, yeah, Vendilion Click, that's the one. That's another really good creature that, if it's in the game, I can just pick that up, too, right now. If it's in this modded version of the game, I can grab that also. There's this many, like, different options on the card picker, it's ridiculous. So is Vendilion Click in here? Gotta go all the way to the V's. Yes, it is. Flash, flying, I can look at my opponent's hand, force them to put a card from it on the bottom of their library, and then they'll draw a card. I could even do that to myself if I just really that badly want to draw another card. If all else fails, I can always do that to myself, too. So I've already taken 2 cards. Another copy of Mantis Rider to make up for one of the ones I lost earlier. A Vendilion Click. I have a Sacred Foundry I recently won. This can make all 3 of the colors that I'm playing. With the only downside that it comes in tapped. I'm gonna go with the Hallowed Fountain, though. We're gonna do, yeah, the Hallowed Fountain. 1 down, 4 to go. Oh yeah, I had to beat up a Sea Dragon on the way here. So technically, I got that accomplished, too. I beat up a Sea Dragon on the way here. 5 mana, take an extra turn. It's a lot more balanced than only 2 mana. Any sorcery. Search your library for any number of land cards and exile them. Surely there must be, like, at least some deck that's done something with that. Surely. Show and tell. I'm not really playing anything, I just want to cheat into play, though. Do we really need it? I mean, I have some creatures, I guess. Yeah, thinking about potentially wanting to grab another board wipe. I could grab one of these two, perhaps. 3 damage to each creature. Anything with 3 or less toughness will just die. I only gotta spend 3 mana to cast this thing. 3 mana to just wipe out a bunch of creatures against the Swarm deck. That could be nice. That could be worth playing. Alright, so let's just, I guess, fix up my deck now. Okay, so I don't have Arid Mesa, I don't have Flooded Strand anymore. Okay, I did win back a Flooded Strand. Nice, I did win one back. So I also gotta throw that Sacred Foundry back in here. I got all my I got my set of Shocklands back. Only got 1 Lightning Helix and 1 Mantis Rider. Okay, 2. But if I'm not dueling against anybody who's playing blue, then these should just come out. 15 mana sources, it doesn't count the fetch lands because those don't make mana on their own. I don't know, because I don't really like the idea of potentially just paying too much life and then just losing a game to that. Paying too much life just to make mana. I really want to try Chite again. Anyways, let's definitely save our game. Kind of felt like a cheap way to just win, seeing like half the opponents just sacrifice all their lands to Leviathan and then just getting Rivet with like the plethora of the cheap like 1 to 2 mana removal spells that I have, because there are plenty of options out there. Because there are like so many good ones. I don't think I'm playing a mill deck at this rate. I'm not playing green, so we can let go of that. Likewise with Song of the Dryads. If I was playing enough like permanents with a lot of blue mana symbols and their mana costs, this could be a good idea. I need to play more artifacts for this to work. Five mana though. And it's just the card's just gonna go back on top of their deck. Okay, I also picked up a Vendilion Click just by beating the blue castle. They just gave me like any 3 blue cards. We're gonna play it. Nine creatures, that's all I have. I still have only 9 creatures. Maybe I'll have to just take out the Jitte and throw in another creature to replace it. Yeah, playing this equipment but not having anything to actually, like, equip it to. Like, what's the point? At that point, like, why bother? Okay, that sells for 765 gold. I'll just play Ancestral Recall instead for card draw. Which, funnily enough, sells for less money. Now, if I just had another creature that I really want to play. I could literally just play another copy of Celestial Colonnade. just to tie me over. I can play that too. So yeah, so we're finally done one of the castles. There's still 4 more to throw my hand at. Yeah, I still have Mirror Crusader. It's this double strike protection from black and from green. That's why it's kind of tempting to maybe do the black or the green castle next. Sarmal's Haven, where is that? Okay, so it's up here. I could just teleport there. Defeat the Nether Fiend to win any white card. Yeah, she does play a lot of artifacts and enchantments. Is there, like, any, like, really good... Is there any more good artifact and enchantment haters? Is that all I got? I have a repeatable counterspell on legs if I want to play that. Consumes a lot of mana to do, though. Anarchy, destroy all white permanents. Okay, now that could be that could just be really funny. Now we got 8 creatures on our deck. Plus these 2 Celestial Colonnades. Anarchy against the mono white deck. That could be really funny. I'll take the Restoration Angel. If you're gonna give it, if I beat you and you give it to me, I'll take it. I'll take that, sure. So... might as well do Preordain. 2 land cards. I'll take the Scalding Tarn. Alright, perfect opportunity to strike, so let's do that. Source the Plowshares, yep. Pass turn. Yeah, trying to just tax me on my non-creature spells here. Go. Alright, non-creature spells are now gonna cost, like... Okay, still, like... Cancel. Play a land first and then just use this effect. I think we have a really good shot here. I'm just gonna use this to press for damage. Maybe not. I guess that's not pressing for damage anymore. I found another one. Baneslayer Angel. Okay then. I'll copy it. I think I need to pay 6 mana to do an entrapment maneuver here. Booyah. Should be really easy to take the crown back. I just spawned in like 5 soldier tokens. Okay, actually, I don't think we're gonna cast Anarchy now. I don't think we're doing it here. Gonna bolt Palace Jailer. I'm actually not gonna get anything back because this targets a creature to exile it, and since I copied something with Phantasmal Image, it just got sacrificed. Thus I don't get anything back. Another Baneslayer. Still not out of the woods yet, I see. Let's look at her hand. Which one of these do I get rid of? They both have flying and life. They're both got flying and life link. Hello? Magic the Gathering Duel is not oh no, Magic the Gathering Duel is not responding. Did that just crash the game too? Vendilion Click? Did Vendilion Click really just crash the game? I think it might have. I really think it might have done that. Maybe I'll wait like 2 more minutes. If you close the program, you might lose... Yeah, you might lose information. We already know that. I made sure to save after completing that blue castle, by the way. I did save. I mean, after doing that, obviously I would. I'll try that one more time against an opponent Vendilion Click, and if that just, like, makes the game hang again, then... I mean, it looks like it's an optional effect to actually make somebody put a card back. If I just don't want to crash the game, that is. Goblin Lord attacking Unicorn Sanctum, so up here, basically. I already have to ante my Sacred Foundry at me looking like. Alright, let's already take 2 damage. So I'm already at 10 life. Gonna take another bolt to the face. I'll take another land card. He seems to only have one land, though, which is good. And I have a Lightning Helix, so if I need to just gain some life back, I can totally do that. Now let's use the Helix. Okay, I can just simply cancel. I could have also looked at his hand, by the way. I could simply, like, make him not put a card back, and then there's no way the game could just freeze. I mean, I still have a creature with flying here, anyways. Alright, I'll take 1 damage. Alright, so I think I have like 5 lightning bolts or something. Energy bolt deals X to target player gains X life. As much as I would like to have another Scalding Tarn in reserves, I don't want to ante the library. 3 red amulets for defeating the Drakur dragon. Okay, I have 3 in my deck and 3 just in reserve. So yeah, that means I have 6 lightning bolts. X damage to target player or target player gains X life. I just wish this was Lightning Helix. Unless I had, like, boatloads of mana to just spend. I'd just rather have Lightning Helix. You usually don't have, like, so much mana lying around, you can just go and cast a big energy bolt. Another Goblin Lord. Okay, I could get a easy white amulet. I guess I'll just play for Sulphur Falls. Bolt the Storm Chaser Mage. Pass. I'm just gonna draw again off of the library. Thing in the Ice. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, remove an ice counter from this thing. And then it transforms into a 7/8. And then when it does do so, it returns all non-horror creatures to their owner's hands. I believe I have enough lands already to go around. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, look at my hand, sure. Let's play this and start attacking with that. I can tap to do 1 damage to anything, and untap every time you cast an instant or sorcery, and that gets +3/+0 every time you play an instant or sorcery. I'm gonna throw a lightning bolt here, a lightning helix here. Talron Sky Summoner. Mana Leak. I'm just gonna look at the hand. 2 copies of Mana Leak in there. I suppose, yeah, I'll take these cards. Plus a duplicate card of my choosing. I've been running low on lightning helixes, so I'm taking another one of those. That would be nice to maybe grab another of these. So I'm gonna go for it. Let's try this hand. Sol Ring. Pass. I'm gonna hope this actually can survive a turn cycle. Oh, nice, it did. So I'm gonna go copy it. Precinct Captain, that is fine. I'm just gonna do that just to get another life gain trigger on the stack. Because I have 2 Archangels, so it's gonna trigger twice. That's gonna force a block, of course. Anyways, I'm taking 6 damage after gaining like 14 life or something. Easy. Easy, easy. Easy White Amulet. I could trade it for any creature, but no. And if I can just defeat another Elementalist, I can have any creature. Just find one, defeat one, get any creature. Yeah, sure, let's do that. This only hits enchantments, though. I'd rather have something that can hit both an artifact and an enchantment over just gain a bit of life. If I was playing a token deck, that would be amazing. I'm not really playing a token deck though, sadly. I think I'll do 2 of these guys. I know they make tokens, but I'm not playing enough, like, dedicated token cards that I can actually consider this, like, a token-themed deck. I don't want my opponent to draw cards too, so sell Prosperity. That can definitely go in. Well, we still only have 9 creatures, wow. Yeah, what I have here is still like, obviously a really solid looking deck. Don't get me wrong. Now, where is there an Elementalist I can just go defeat? Well, I guess I'll duel her anyways. Okay, there's something I won't be able to target, though. Armadillo cloak. Oh boy. Well, I definitely should attack. Oh, alright. Play a land, and then just pass and see what happens. Rancor on that. Still gonna pass, apparently. So I'm gonna do Lightning Bolt here. Okay, that can't actually block my creature, so we should definitely attack. That's for sure. Two of these Argothian Enchantresses. A Glade Cover Scout. Shroud, so I can't target these. And every time she's going to cast an enchantment, she's going to draw a card for each of these ones. And I can't target either of them. Tragic Arrogance, that's going to be hilarious. Select something to keep. Oh, I meant to choose this. Select an enchantment for them to keep. I mean, they're gonna sacrifice the creature with all the auras on it anyways, so... I believe at this point I can just kill him with burn spells. I have enough of those to go around, I can just literally finish the job with that. I'll take the Dungeon Clue, actually. West of Unicorn's Oasis, because there's a Mox Pearl in here. That's not too far away. I can actually walk here. I could get there by foot and potentially just save that village from even being taken over. So let's do that. Just walk a little bit faster and we should be good to go. It's right here. The Black Wizard has 35 life and controls 1 mana dome. You mean like the one city that he has under siege? Alright, so I'm just looking to see what we should play to blow out a Hydra. He's gonna play large creatures, so I don't know about Lightning Bolt here. He's gonna play a lot of large creatures. Yeah, that much I know for sure. I might as well buy the last World Magic, just get it over with. Change anti-card. I should have probably bought this a lot sooner. Sleight of hand. You can change your anti-card once before actually having to do a duel. And then you can't change it again. It's still nice to actually have the option to do this. But still, yeah, have the option. Okay. Pass. Colonian Hydra. This was like turn 3, I believe, right? Enters with 4 counters on it. I guess I'll still draw another card in the meantime. Let's copy this. And then Source of Plowshares, remove the original. Mana Flare. Disintegrate X, it doesn't matter what X is. I'm gonna have to sacrifice this thing anyways. Mantis Rider. Attack for 3. X is 7, oh boy. If that dies, gain life and draw cards equal to his power, and it's got 7. Well, I can still do 3 damage. Do I have anything that can really, like, get rid of this? Or just prevent me from taking too much damage? Or I could just gain a bunch of life back to just tank the 7 damage from this thing. Perfect. I'll exile this with exile. That's actually perfect. Now I have to discard. And I'm gonna gain 7 life. And that's not gonna die, so he's not gonna get the death trigger either. Overgrown Battlement, yes. Just draw another card. Mirroring Crusader. Protection from both black and green. I'll just play another creature. X is 2. He can definitely pay the 3. cast another one, and hopefully he won't kill that, too. If all else fails, this can just kill him. X is 13. Let's mana leak that. Alright, so he just tapped out. I'll just... At that point, I can just kill him with anything. You get the first move in the next duel. I didn't know the Hydra could give you that. I did not know the Hydra could give you that. But apparently he can. Sells for 235, okay. Make something lose indestructible. I guess if that comes up. Okay, now I have... Okay, I still have 6 lightning bolts total. Still have to find an elementalist somewhere. I don't want to duel the necromancer. But I found the elementalist. Oh right, I get to go first. And I even get a free draw on top of that. Preordain? I'll take Ancestral Recall. Let's play another land. Steam Vest is in my hand. I'm just gonna pass here. Mind Sparker. Whenever an opponent casts a white or blue instant or sorcery spell, Mind Sparker deals 2 damage to that player. I'll just bolt this thing. Might as well cast an instant or sorcery spell after casting Talrand. So yeah, she still gets a free token. I'll just draw 3 cards now. Let's play this and start attacking with it, I suppose. I'll counter that. Bolt my Mantis Rider. Pass. Okay, there's some damage. There's some damage, alright. Okay, now we're gonna cast Peak, apparently. After already attacking with the creatures that just get stronger when you do cast instants and sorceries. Okay, how many different cards are we casting here? Besides, like, all of them. I'll bolt this Drake. I'm fine with the other 2 hitting me. Okay. Yeah, have a big flying creature to just win the duel with. I gotta now get back here. I figured I would just look and see. I mean, I have to wager strip mine, so I don't think I want to. And Soul Ring, I don't want to do it. Oh, dungeon. I don't really want to do that either. I just spotted the dungeon. Don't even know if I got, like, any of the cards out of that dungeon yet. The Chaos Orb looking one. Yeah, this way I should never have to buy food again. Azar's Crypt. Green creatures. Just don't get really unlucky again. I actually want to win some cards this time. I already see one of the treasure chests, so that's good. I see. We're gonna try this hand, and hopefully not just literally, like, fail to find land cards for several turns in a row. Preordain. I'm just gonna leave that where it is, actually. That's fine to leave as is, in fact. Oh, I already have Sacred Foundry in my hand. Let's play a creature now, shall we? Oh, right, it can attack and won't tap. Armadillo Cloak. 4/6. I'll draw 3 cards. Yeah, I gotta get rid of that. I have to deal with that. And now I gotta find land. Ideally. I mean, at least, I guess. Counter this thing. I'm gonna keep my options open. Okay. I just want to cast the creature at that point. Now I would love to be able to start gaining some life. Just hopefully not get blown the fuck out here. We're about to get blown the fuck out, aren't we? Does this have Trample? No, it has Vigilance, First Strike, Lifelink. I don't think it has Trample. If that attacks again, I'll just do Entrapment Maneuver, force her to sacrifice it. So we don't get blown the fuck out. Let's keep the mana open for that. Okay. That's not gonna affect me, right? I got 12 soldiers. Alright, now let me actually just make Just so I can actually see all my other cards on the board, because I just spawned in 12 soldier tokens. Okay, maybe I just want to gain some life back. Maybe I just want to prioritize getting extra life back. So that's a 6-8. Declare blockers. Right? I have plenty of blockers, by the way. I think I need to send in, like... I'll just send in 6 for good measure. 6 2/2s. Let's just gain some more life back, because I'm in a dungeon and life loss and life gain just carries over. Let's block with a bunch of 3/3 soldiers. Okay, sure. I still don't believe anything here flies. So all I gotta do is just one more Archangel of Thune attack. Phantasmal Image in the next duel, 28 life in the next duel. Delver of Secrets in the next duel. Treasure chest number 1, treasure chest number 2. Wow. We'll just do the Enchantress first. Mulligan. I don't want to play a 1-land hand. I'd rather not. Well, I know what my next draw is going to be, so yeah. Pass. Another land. If I need to just lightning bolt something, now I have the option. Another land. Apparently we love seeing those. Pass. Enchantment. Another one. I can survive that. Red. Mantis Rider. We're gonna attack like this here. Hopefully this thing just doesn't gain trample later. Well, what do you know? Welp, what do you know? 16 damage and it's all coming my way. What do you know? We got... Yeah. I don't know how this happened. I actually don't know how this just happened. I actually couldn't tell you. I think we're about to lose. Nothing I can do. I think we're literally legit gonna lose here. I got her the 4 life. But yeah, I'm not gonna stop the 16-14 trample. And of course, it all has to be on a white creature, and I have Exile as my only piece of removal. Because of course I do. Obviously we do. Because, like, yeah, of course we do. I don't know how my luck is just, like, sometimes, like, so bad with these dungeons. Even with blocking everything, it's gonna do absolutely nothing. Lost an Archangel of Thune. When did I save last, actually? Or I can just, like, load the save. Or I could just do that. I don't know, I should have at least got, like, one of the dungeon treasures. That should have been easy. Easy, that should have been easy. And then I just run into, like, literally, like, some of the worst luck imaginable. "21 life in the next duel. Mantis Rider in the next duel." I probably should have just accepted the fact that I lost that card, but... anyways. I can just save and load as much as I want. But that's probably going to be... I'm going to try and just make sure that's the only time I do it. I'm going to not do that again this stream. We're going to try and not do that again. Because, like, yeah, like, how much unluckier could that have been? I had 28 life, that should have been, like, so easy to win, but it was anything but that. Even Mirroring Crusader just couldn't get me out of this. If the creature was, like, green or black that had all the auras slapped on it, I wouldn't have had any problems. It was just like this perfect combination of things that went wrong that got me killed. Leatherback Bailiff. Sure. We literally died to, like, the perfect set of circumstances. Thought Courier, I think it's 1. Okay, it is. Another Beastmaster guarding some treasure. Alright, don't get super unlucky this duel also. Don't get super unlucky here too. I know it seems tempting to just get like another really bad hand when I'm right in front of treasure, but can we not? Can we just not do that? Mirroring Crusader. I got protection from black and green on this guy, so that should deter any attacking. Should. Pass. Creatures with no abilities get +2/+2. I'm just gonna counter this. Ah, yes, there we go. That should be fine to have actually come in tapped. Should. Okay. He'll draw some cards. I'll Helix that. Even gain some life back, which is nice. Okay. I'll attack with just this thing. Deranged Hermit. It's gonna create 4. Oh! Yeah, 4 squirrel tokens. And if he doesn't pay the echo cost, 3 at the next upkeep, it just goes away, and then those squirrels become 1/1s. Oh, nice. That is definitely what I want to be seeing. Pays upkeep, yes. Doesn't attack. Mantis Rider. Look, I want to gain some life back. Well, I'll have 23 for the next duel, and I'm gonna definitely try and keep going. Because I just got a Skull Clamp. Even though I don't have that many creatures to just kill with this thing to draw tons of cards. But I do have a Skull Clamp now. Make of it what you will. I'm gonna do the Forest Dragon. If I don't have to deal with an Enchantress, I won't. I just don't want to risk getting blown out again. We're gonna do... yes. Draw. I can always just Bolt. I could just play Bolt next turn, it's fine. Or even just now, just to get rid of that thing. Oof. Well, I can just fetch into a Shockland. And still have all the colors I'm missing. Interesting. Destroy his own land. Interesting. Destroy his own land to make a beast token. Yeah, he's not going to attack with anyways because this guy will just no-sell it. I see. Now I got another land instead of a creature. I mean, because it's a forest land, I mean I can at least tap it for mana now. Pass. Okay, he's just gonna get more forests. Understood. Meanwhile, I'm gonna start gaining some life. Colonian Twin Grove. That's just gonna make another, like, 7/7. I'll bolt this beast token. I guess I'll just pass. Howl of the Night Pack. Create a 2/2 green wolf for each forest you control. I'm really glad that I can just win the game this turn, though. I can just win that turn, anyways. A bunch of dragons on the left side of this dungeon. Wow. What is that card? I'm gonna need to get open Google to go search Scryfall again. Yeah, let's go on Scryfall. Okay, so it has 1 toughness. When Prism Wake Marrow enters the battlefield, target permanent becomes the color or colors of your choice until end of turn. That's probably why I haven't seen that card before. All it does is just change the colors of things. Okay, I guess it can also technically attack and block, and has flash. Not really efficient at attacking or blocking though, and well... kinda just wasting your time changing the color of stuff. Most of the time, yeah, you're achieving absolutely nothing by changing something's color. Preordain. If I had more cards in my hand, I would definitely take the Library of Alexandria, but I don't. Hunting Cheetah. I was thinking about it. Okay. That will get me to white. Now hopefully this guy can stick around. Never mind, he will not. Well, if I don't get rid of the Marsh Viper, that I actually die to poison if I can't remove it, so... I would literally die to poison if I failed to kill that. More forests. Let's go. Pass. Okay, we got 2 6/6s here. I could just force him to sacrifice the other tree folk warrior, so I probably should be fine. Never mind, he'll just sacrifice one of the little creatures, if I were to do that to him. Okay, there's my Library of Alexandria. I'll just pass. Again. Okay, he sacrificed the 7/7 for some reason. I'm cool with that. He sacrificed the better creature for some reason. Alright, he's got another one, but now I have blockers for days, so I should be fine. I was gonna have at least like 5 soldier tokens either way, because he had a 2/5 and a 7/7 that he was gonna have to pick between to sacrifice. I'd be still okay with getting 5 tokens to jump block with, and even better yet, this is actually just pumping them all, making them stronger. I mean, let's just say if I didn't actually load the save where I lost this card, I would probably just be able to go grab it back the first chance I got. If I got a chance to get any creature, any white card from any quest, I would just, yeah. That would be probably the first thing I'd go get back. Okay, now they're all 4/4s. Which Treefolk Warrior took damage? Because I'm going to bolt that one. Might as well go bolt another creature while we're at it. Well, it looks like I won't be gaining life anymore. I still have a flying creature in reserve anyway, so we're good. Oh, I'm gonna get even more life in the next duel. There's more treasure back there. Question is, will I be able to get it? To encounter a Prismat. I saw the library, so I was like, yeah, definitely should keep this. That will just draw me at least like 3-4 cards, if not more, so we should definitely keep it. And then next turn I can just Helix this Viper to get rid of it. So I don't die to poison of all things. Unless he just uses Sylvan Safekeeper to protect it. He might do that. Okay, he didn't. Good. Now it doesn't look like I'm dying to poison, but now to deal with the rest of his deck. Okay, this time he's gonna give it Shroud in response. Let's draw a card still. Let's see. Oh, Physicist, hello. Hi. Think you can help a brother out with something. What do you need help with? I should probably just end the stream once I get out of this dungeon. This duel might not take long because he doesn't seem to have any lands coming in. I'm gonna just send Vindili and click in to block the Fleece Made Lion. Get rid of it that way. Oh, it's for pressure. Missing documents. The final phase is too inconsistent. It's still too inconsistent? I've been having trouble with, like, the 4th phase. Sometimes even the 3rd phase. I mean, at least you're getting further than me, so... Alright, so now we're at 43 life. Oh, you meant the 4th phase is too inconsistent. Oh yeah, that's the furthest one I got too. That's the furthest one I ever got solo. They nerfed the maximum ammo? There was a... Why would they do that, though? Unless you have, like, 200 plus bullets at all times, you're probably gonna run out of ammo for the 4th phase with how many Revenants you gotta kill. Yeah, with how many Revenants they have. And that's not even getting into the possibility of them just, like, pretty much stun-locking you. Because there's so many. And then we're not even getting into that. How are you supposed to, like, kill, like... How many Revenants is it, like, 4th wave again? How are you supposed to do that with 88 bullets? How are you supposed to kill 175 enemies with 88 bullets? Plus whatever you might be able to make it to while you're trying to, like, run away from them all. Did they really not think this through? Arbor Elf is fine. 2 of them. I'm sure it is, but I'm struggling to comprehend how, though. That's a big Tango Golem. Well, he's always a 5/4. Only a 20% success rate. Well, Mantis Rider can still attack and fly over everything. Okay, how much stuff are we gonna spawn here? At least, again, none of it flies. Oh, I forgot that had reach. I'll just do extra damage to it with Lightning Helix to still be able to get rid of the thing. Another Beacon of Creation. That's gonna spawn 5 more insects, isn't it? Okay, that's convenient. Let's just cast it now. Choose 1 creature to keep for each player, and then everybody has to sacrifice the rest. One of the random insect tokens. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, I forgot about the artifact. It was buried under all this other stuff. He got to keep an artifact, too. Completely forgot. Okay, so he's at 11 still. Pass. I'm just gonna, you know what? We're gonna make this block the Tangle Golem. Another Beacon of Creation. I can still take a lot of damage, so it's fine. Everything is green, so he can't block this. Bolt to the face. True name Nemesis. As this enters the battlefield, choose a player. True name Nemesis has protection from the chosen player. So basically, I have a 3-mana 3/1 that can't be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, or enchanted by anything the opponent has. Basically, a creature that can't be blocked or targeted, or barely possible to interact with at all. If I'm not mistaken, Time Walk is still in here. That's the last Dungeon Treasure in this one. The 2 mana take an extra turn is still in here. This is like, yeah, 6 lands in my hand, I just noticed. Well, the fetch land will get one of the other lands out of my deck, thankfully. Alright, just more mana, nothing to actually spend it on. Pass. Okay, we're gonna just be casting a bunch of cheap creatures. Well, thankfully I can do this 2 turns ahead of schedule. So, who am I gonna block? Probably the creature that gives me poison counters. That's probably what I'm gonna block first. Destroy land. Okay, yeah, I'm in trouble here. I'm just literally flooding the board with these cheap creatures, and I'm just not finding anything, really. I'm barely finding any spells at all. Oh, Shroud. He has Sylvan Safekeeper. He can just sacrifice a land to give that Shroud, so that doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter anyways. What card? I'm losing Scalding Tarn, right? Because, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna win that. At that point, I'm not winning it. No, at that point, I guess I'm getting completely screwed over, so there's no way I'm gonna win. I'm just getting, like, nowhere near a good enough hand to pull that off. But I still got some improvements for my deck, so it's not all bad. Okay, I think one of the land cards can actually just come out. So we'll just do something like that. If I had more creatures, I would be definitely excited to play Skull Clamp. Or if one of these could stick around and just make a bunch of... Oh, it makes a bunch of 1/1 tokens I can just turn into like 2 cards each. This also makes 1/1 tokens. Maybe I will play Skull Clamp, in fact. Maybe I do play this. I'm gonna try Skull Clamp over Sol Ring next stream. Yeah, I believe we're gonna do that. have to go here. Let me just make sure, yeah, do this before I forget about it all. I'm almost there. Oh, any creature am I choosing? Honestly forgot like which creature I wanted to take, but I can take any creature. Since I have Skull Clamp, because anything I equip with it when it dies, it draws me 2 cards and it gives whatever it's equipped. +1, -1. Because this guy is good at making 1/1 tokens quickly. To pair that with Skull Clamp, so yeah, I'm gonna take a 3rd copy. Yeah, pair that with Skull Clamp. And then just draw off of that a ridiculous amount of cards. That or I could have grabbed another copy of these. Or another copy of this here. Ten creatures, that's still not a whole lot. Oh no, when Delver of Secrets isn't actually transforming, it's subpar. It's very subpar when it's not flipping. But when it is, it's amazing. We'll just save that for another day, but I do want to still try and kick this Forest Dragon out. I'll buy that for 40 gold. Maybe even just put it in my deck, because that's all 3 colors of mana I need in one single land. Except it always comes in tapped, unfortunately. Where was that again? Right here. Change anti-card. No, I don't want to lose Library of Alexandria. I don't want to lose the other card either. Oh, speaking of which. Now I just get to draw a card every single turn. No, my Skull Clamp! Now that's just a random land. Alright, I'll discard a card. Cast Nature's Lore. Sure. I'm still gonna play one of these. Okay, now I got a big creature here. 6/6 Trampler. Actually, no, it doesn't have any keyword abilities yet, but it is pretty big. Still. I guess I'll just draw again. I'll fetch into a mountain. And then pass. Yeah, I think I can survive that. 7-7. Okay, now it's got trample. So, I'm just making sure I don't go screw this up. I have a play. I think I have a play here. White. Helix on this. Can I do it again? I can't. I did. Oh no, I fucked up. I fucked up. Yeah, I screwed up. I didn't have like more mana open, so I couldn't cast another copy of the Helix. I fucked up. Might be in trouble. I fucked it up. Yeah, I screwed up. This could be bad. I screwed up. I definitely screwed up. So I am just still thinking here. What shall, if it even matters, what can I do? It's not like what shall I do, it's like what can I do? It's like what can I do? Probably not much. I got a 7-7 Trampler and it's not 8-8 and it's not gonna. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere at this point. Yeah, I screwed up. Yep, I messed up. I definitely messed up. Okay, now I gotta duel a summoner. Before I can get back to town. Yeah, I definitely screwed up. I definitely did that wrong. I got stuck behind like a massive creature and had no way to get rid of it. Sylvan Library. Okay. Pass. Pay 4 life, put an extra card in hand. Awakening Zone. Every turn she's gonna create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn token. Sure thing. Yeah, I want to see what I could find off that. Primeval Titan. That's big. It just got 2 more lands out of the deck. So we're gonna do... Let me copy this thing. I'm taking a copy for myself. Library of Alexandria, and we're gonna search for... Let's see what else. Just to have all my colors in order. Can I find something to maybe stop this, to get rid of it? We're gonna do recall, target myself, of course. How convenient. How many more big creatures do you think we're gonna have to deal with? Oh, there's another... Yeah, there's another big one, alright. Avenger of Zendikar. And it just left a bunch of plant tokens behind, apparently, also. It left exactly 6 of them, I see. We could actually still die here. We could, I'm not kidding, we could still die to this. Honestly, I need to just get rid of some of these creatures on the field here. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. was thinking about it. I'd like to flash in Vendilion Click at her end step, and then have that to attack the turn after. All creatures of haste. Okay, another Mantis Rider. Right? Okay, we won. White Amulet. Let me just go pick this up too, perhaps. I want to grab that also. Take a white creature south to Nevermore Hall. Hey, I lose a white creature spell. But I get a white amulet. It's all the way down here, apparently. Accept tribute for your mercy. Would you like a spell from my deck? Let's see what I can take. Any card from this deck. I may just simply take the Oblivion Ring. Unless there's something better in here. There are really good cards in here, except I'm not building an Enchantress deck. Except I'm not building enchantments. I'll just take the Oblivion Ring and, yeah, just be on my way. Hornwall Tavern. Where is that? Opposite end of the map. The Undead Slayer that I was... At that rate, I was probably honestly never going to play the card. And that's the thing that you can just exile skeletons, spirits, vampires, and zombies. I guess we will not actually be ever playing that at this point. I'm gonna just leave it here for now. I got one castle done. Only because, like, half the opponents in there just kept sacrificing all their lands.